do need to get another silver key from Bowerstone. I forgot about. Yay! I could probably go get that sword now, too. I'm now the biggest there ever was. Yep, it's time for books. I don't remember how many books I have. Oh, it's fucking nighttime. Shit. Move out of the way, you motherfucker. Oh, I hate Bowerstone. Ah. Alright, it's nighttime. Shit. Alright. Okay. Where's that other guy? Can I not talk to this dude? No, I was trying to teleport. God fucking damn it. Oh my god, I hate the contextual button presses in this game. They're so fucking awful. Motherfucker. Why the fuck am I over here?
The sky is really pretty today. Where did the roof go?
Okay, anyway.
Oh, I'm gonna give you the best. Holiday!
What? Oh,
Mr.
hello,
Gout.
Forgive me. I'm Mr. Gout, the headmaster of the school here. Not that it's much of a school these days, the way Lady Grey keeps slashing our funding. believe she sold half our library? As if mansions were more important
Who'd she
than
sell
the
them to?
education of our children. Anyway, if you could donate any suitable books you find on your travels, you'd be doing us a great favor. Do you have a donation there, hero? Oh, look! How to make friends. Just the thing to teach the children some manners.
Yeah, okay, so I need all 25.
To see a hero take such a keen interest in education. Today's lesson will be on how to make friends. This fine hero has just given us a good example of how to make friends by donating
Yeah, like
this
I'm not the
book
most
to
imposing
the school.
motherfucker.
Helping people out and giving presents are both good ways to make friends. Can anybody tell me another way to make friends?
Sir!
Yes?
Tell them you'll smash their teeth in if they won't be friends with you.
No, Billy. Threatening people is not really a good way to make friends with them. I think we need to work on this some more.
Great.
Oh, yes!
Hello again. You found any interesting reading material? The story of Jack of Blades should keep the little ones in line. Why don't you stay and listen, hero? It's never too late to learn.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty familiar with Jack of Blades.
Who's the red-robed warrior that brings death and destruction to all of Albion?
Jack!
Who's the legend in the mask with the strength of 10 heroes?
It's Jack!
Who's the demon that stalks
And the
in
thing is, he's not some far-off
dragging
fairy
bad
tale. He's
children
just
into
over there.
hell?
Jack?
Some say that Jack of Blades...
Yeah, he's like a
has
weird
lived
elder
forever
god.
and is not of this world.
Ow.
But there are those who claim it is not Jack, but his mask that we should fear, and that many men have worn it over the centuries. Whatever the truth, it seems this brave hero is our best hope of defeating Jack.
That's kind of meta.
Hello. The other man looks like a charming story.
Come on!
Why don't you stay and listen, hero?
We don't need no
It's never too
education.
late to learn. 'Twas in the latter days of the kingdom old that a boatload of travelers, wheat and rice, fleeing our land for fear
Oh,
of
is
the
this the
sword,
fucking creation of America?
discovered an island that was true paradise. There were they welcomed by the native folk with gifts of fruit and fowl and pig and trout, and a strange kind of ale brewed from egg yolk that the refugees drank till it knocked them out. Soon they were stirred from their peaceful slumbers by the splattery coughs of their gracious hosts, who had taken ill and were dying in numbers of colds their visitors had brought to their coasts. Ere long, the kindly natives were all but extinct, and as they knew not how to gather nature's bounty, the fate of the foreigners to theirs was linked. They died of starvation, though surrounded by plenty. A few local survivors did their paradise rebuild, erecting this time
Aurora,
a great
okay,
fortress
got it.
in the sand. It would stop them once more getting killed, lest those bad people from Albion return to their land.
Yeah, so that's the tale of Aurora then. Not America. Even though Aurora is just Africa.
Found any interesting reading material? Why, this book would be perfect. I've yet to meet a child who isn't fascinated by dragons.
It is weird that, like, dragons are a thing in Fable, but there's only ever one shown in the series.
I'm sure we can put this to good use.
Along with a lot of other creatures. Like, there are only singular
A long
examples.
time ago, well
I mean,
before
yeah,
the
the
age
fucking
of the
Kraken
old
shows up again in one of the books,
skies
but
of Albion were
that
full
book's
of
not
fearsome,
exactly
majestic
accurate.
dragons. They flew wherever they wished, ate the people's livestock, rained down fire on their villages, and distressed their damsels. Then came the kingdom of Archon, and with it heroes who hunted the dragons for sport, almost driving them to extinction. Before long, every home in Albion had dragon scale curtains, dragon claw back scratchers, and dragon foot paperweights. The few remaining dragons fled to the northern wastes, and there they remain to this day. Though they are nowhere near as powerful now as they once were, they still represent a hero's ultimate test.
Wow!
Children are awful. Why don't
Man,
you
this is
stay
gonna
and
take like
listen,
half an
dear?
hour.
It's never too late to learn.
If it's going on at like 3 minutes a book.
How many of you have been to the Witchwood Arena? But have you ever stopped to look at the statues in the Hall of Heroes? Some of the greatest heroes in Albion's history are celebrated there. Mighty champions who conquered the arena and the people's hearts. In the days of the Old Kingdom, heroes would lead their fans into battles, so they could see their skill and bravery in combat. But all too often, spectators would find themselves torn limb from limb by Balverines, or caught in the backwash of a hero's spell. And so, the arena was built in Witchwood, to give heroes a permanent stage on which to fight their duels without endangering the audience.
Man.
Creatures are brought there from all over Albion.
So
for
whose
heroes
job is it to
face.
go get those things?
Battles get more elaborate with every year that passes. But one rule remains unchanged. Should either hero wish it, the final battle between them can be fought to the death.
What was a city like you doing at the arena?
My dad, this is weird.
Oh, right.
Wow!
Eh.
Have a good day.
Okay. Oh yeah, is there anything over here? No. Kind of a pointless balcony, though. Really only be good for smoking on. I don't know if cigarettes exist in the Fable universe. Fucking hell, man. I'm very tired.
I'm pleased to serve you.
Interesting.
boast that Jack of Blades has returned. Wonderful.
I wonder.
Oh, my God.
Would you be keen to get me a wedding ring? Hot Coast is a strange place.
Oh,
I've got a long
Ah,
Sure.
it lifts one's spirits. The way of the warrior doth take its toll on a hero's face, and ere long women will fly and escape before he can give chase. Scarred and dejected, a hero named Ralph stole all of the traders' riches. He made use of their gold and bought romantic gifts for all of the ladies. The women of Albion fell at his feet, and Ralph had the pick of the town, till he finally chose a pretty young girl and bought her a fine wedding gown. But too late did he see that love that is true isn't founded on wealth. His wife's only care was for money and gems he kept up on the shelf. By way of divorce, Ralph exercised his axe on her head. This he did mount up on the wall, just over the bed. So did the woman sadly
Great.
become the world's first trophy wife. And Ralph did give up the matrimonial for the hero's life. In a book's history is an important part. Can any of you tell me who built the ancient pillars at Lookout Point? Yes,
The people in the Old Kingdom, sir.
that's right. They once ruled all of Albion.
They
and
ruled the
ruins
entire
of their
world,
cities
not
can
just
still
Albion.
Be found wherever you go. The kingdom was founded by a great lord named Arthur,
Well, William Black.
who united Albion using the power of the Sword of Eons. But over time, the sword began to
Actually,
corrupt
they
him,
blew it up
and the
using
kingdom
fucking
fell
this
into
giant
darkness.
super tower.
Strange monuments were built to focus the magical power of the kingdom, and terrifying armored figures were summoned to guard them. But at the very height of its power, the old kingdom collapsed, and Archon and his sword disappeared. What happened to them? Nobody knows.
I'm gonna be a hero like you.
Final volume.
Bad, Mr. Paladin.
Thanks to this kind hero, today's lesson is from Volume 3 of The Creatures of Albion. If trolls ruled the land and dragons the skies, then the mighty Kraken are masters of the sea. A few men have ever seen a Kraken, and fewer still have lived to tell
I
the
killed
tale.
one.
Since before the times of the Old Kingdom, these terrifying creatures have lurked in the seas that surround Albion. Their tentacles can grow to be over 100 feet long and are strong enough to crush a ship like kindling. A brave sailor once drove away a kraken by hacking off one of those gargantuan tentacles. But to kill one of the beasts, oh, that would truly be a heroic task.
I'm gonna be a hero like you.
Ah, it lifts one's spirits to see.
And make up your
There was
mind. Are you
once
trying to
a
scare the
lord
children
who
or
thought
teach
himself
them?
good with an arrow. Still, people saw that his lies ran right through to his marrow. Many months in the cells of Bargate he spent, plotting his redemption. And once he was free, he hunted all evil without exception. One day he met his match, a foul and mighty Bulverine. He did not die from its bite, but his curse was obscene. He became one of those creatures, and pale as snow was his fur. To kill him came then a red-caped woman, a true connoisseur. A silver arrow pierced his blackened heart and sent him to his grave. And so he died in infamy, without the acceptance he craved. You have done our school such a great service. I don't know if we can ever adequately repay you. I do have a little something, and, well, I know it's not much, but the children think you'll love it. We used it in our production of The Mage's Apprentice, but it was a little large for our particular actors.
Neat.
Any books for... Oh, volume? Why don't you stay?
More books.
Now, let us turn to Volume 2 of The Creatures of Albion. Trolls are an ancient race formed from the rock and soil in which they were born. They have the strength of many men and can withstand all but the mightiest of blows. Get too close, and they will jump onto the ground with such force that the shockwaves can shatter a man's bones. But trolls are also slow, lumbering creatures and rarely move. So, if ever you see one, your best hope is to run away. If you're lucky, you won't be crushed to death by the boulders they throw after you.
Man.
Any books to spare the northern waste? Thank you, Hero. Do any of you know what lies beyond the 9 seas? Yes?
The Northern Wastes.
Well done, Sue. Legends say that Jack of Blades first appeared there, and that it was the home of a mighty empire. Today, its ancient cities are buried deep beneath the ice.
Yeah, it would have been cool to go back there in
Still
Fable
some
2,
who
or
believe
Fable
the
3.
empire will rise again, and that the people of the Northern Wastes will awaken when Albion is united once more.
I'm gonna be a hero like you. You really
Got some books for...
I can't believe it's you.
It's like the bigger your character gets, the harder it is to maneuver.
He's incredible.
Enjoy yourself.
I've got a dog.
I wonder when he gets back. Maybe if I reload the area by actually leaving?
Thank you.
What strange land is this to which the stone my body has delivered? Surely heaven it is. And I be dead, for in a dream I saw the ship torn from neath me by the waves and felt death's foul kiss. But hush now, who comes here?
Truly, my eyes doth deceive me, for I thought I saw
Man.
some strange thing.
Did we really need a close-up here?
The shore.
Now I know that I be really dead. For in this fair land do angles tread.
That's angels, Billy, not angles.
Man.
You're
Any books for us? Why, that's the Thank you, hero.
I've got a...
Today, we'll be studying Volume 1 of The Creatures of Albion. Now, who here knows what screamers are? I bet you've never heard one, though, have you? That's because they stay away from the towns. But out in the countryside, it's a rather different story. And you can sometimes hear them crying out in the night. Their scream can pierce even the bravest of men's hearts. Hearing it will not just chill you to the bone, but sap your energy too. According to the sage Richard Phillips, they feed upon the life force of men, sucking out their souls. Either way, if you ever see one, you'll soon end up like them, screaming.
I'm gonna be a hero like you. It's more amazing than I imagined. I've got a doll called Paladin. Come on!
Great stuff!
Have a pleasant visit, sir.
Okay.
Ah, well,
25 years have I tended this inn, not knowing my wife was living in sin. For while I served the townsfolk ale by day, at night my wife served them in another way. But soon they'll regret leading her astray. When next they sip my ale, it will be their lives that pay. He who hath slept with my love will die at its taste. Then I shall see if any among them can call themselves chaste.
Thank you, Billy. I think that's enough for today.
I'm gonna be a hero like you.
Come on! Go for it! Come on! Go for it! Come on! Come on!
Man.
Woohoo!
Where did you go?
I've got a doll called
Any
Paladin.
book? Oh my. All right then. I'll give it a try.
I can't believe he's so close to me.
Today, we will be reading from the Windbreaker Rulebook. Perhaps the gentleman who gave us this book could demonstrate the benefits of its teachings himself. Yes. see. Well, that was most edifying. But I really don't... Oh, dear Lord. Something must have crawled up inside him and died.
Shit.
Please, mind your language in front of the children. Oh dear. I knew this was a mistake.
Wow!
Big bad Mr. Paladin.
Great stuff!
Man.
I suppose... Well... If you think that's wise, hero... Today, we will be looking at You Are Not a Bad Person. It seems this hero has studied the book in great depths already. But perhaps one of you can tell me how you can make yourself less scary.
Wear a pretty dress.
That's right. A person's clothes say a lot about them. And wandering around town dressed in dark leather or chainmail can frighten people. Any other ideas?
Don't wear anything at all. Ah.
Well, that might make you look more silly than scary. I'm not too sure men running around naked inspire much confidence. Perhaps we should see what the book has to say on this matter.
I'm gonna be your assistant. I've got a doll, Paladin.
Any books? What's this?
Go for it! Come on!
All right then.
Go for it!
Give it a try.
Come on! Come on!
Now, I really hope none of you follow the teachings of this book, but nevertheless, you should learn to recognize the signs of evil. There are many ways a person can instill fear in others, such as covering one's body in tattoos and wearing dark clothes. But a truly scary person is able to express his evilness through actions alone. Let's see how this works. A hero. Would you regale us with an evil sneer, perhaps?
Yeah.
Yes. Very effective. Now, according to this book, you can also make yourself scary by performing terrible crimes, such as killing innocents. But I think we'll leave that chapter for another day. Now then, class, let's all say thank you to the nice hero.
Right.
You have yourself a nice day.
Big bad Mr. Paladin.
Where is that guy?
Shields, armor, we got it.
Oh, he just spontaneously kind of appears. Fair enough.
I'm gonna be a
Sunblade was once a great hero. A giant of a man, his swords were feared throughout Albion. But at the height of his fame, he abandoned the guild, deciding he had no need to earn gold through quests. He could simply take it. And so, he left for the woods and became a bandit. Over the years, he united the feuding bandit clans until he became their king. He built a vast fortified camp, hidden near Oakvale, and plundered the passing traders as he desired. He was as renowned and feared as he ever was, and now had no guild constraints to hold him back.
Sir, what happened to Twinblade?
He was defeated in a duel by this brave hero who spared his life. But no king can face such a defeat and keep his crown, not even among bandits.
I'm gonna be a hero like you.
Damn it.
You are being old.
Fucking NPCs.
XCOM. The Journal of Bloody Nose. 0 in training. Day 14. This week, we've been developing our stealth skills by playing hide and seek. Knowing how to run and hide from your enemies is an important skill for any Zero, says Days. He seems to be a master of the art. It took us all day to find him after he teleported away. Eventually, we heard his cries and found him wedged inside a hollow tree in the Academy woods. He wasn't at all happy that it took us so long to find him, but he decided to test our hiding skills next. We must be really good at it, because we've been out here in the woods for 2 days now, and he still hasn't found us.
Great.
I've got a doll called Paladin. This
That was
is weird.
all right then. I'll give it a try.
He's ace. I'm gonna be your assistant.
Let's turn to the sock method and see how we can make you sexier in 10 days.
Yay!
This hero seems to have truly mastered the book's teachings. Maybe he could show us what he's learned from it.
Come on.
Oh my! That's quite enough of that, hero. And that brings today's lesson to a close. Definitely.
Oh, what a big